So actually, the 10-day mark, the 10-year mark was yesterday, September 21st, and the devastating moment took place in 2013, September 21st, just like yesterday, where a group of masked armed men just pulled up to the entrance of the mall. They started shooting random people, bystanders, and throwing grenades inside the mall and around it, and it killed more than 60 people. Another more than 200 were left injured, and others are still suffering from PTSD till date because they had to see a lot. I remember I was in primary school back then. It was a very tensing moment because you don't know where your parents are. Most of my family members were in Nairobi, so I did not know where they are. You're not allowed to make calls, in boarding school, heavy. So yeah, It was a very devastating moment, and actually the government learned its lesson since then, and it has decided to train private security guards in dealing with terror attacks. It has actually done a good job. To commemorate the day, yesterday our security officers in the mall took part in terrorism drill to see where they try to recall the training they have been having to see if such a moment ever happened, what they will do and what they should do to prevent such things from happening.
Right, so I want us to move on now and talk about the diplomatic ties now between Kenya and Haiti. It is said now that Kenya is providing a specialized team to go to Haiti to fight the gangs that are in that country. What are Kenyans saying on that particular bit?
Actually, some of the Kenyans are applauding the president because it's placing Kenya somewhere in African countries that can actually manage to help other countries in peacekeeping missions. But other netizens are questioning the move, asking if it's ironical because we still have security issues in the country. We have counties like Lamu where we're still reporting security issues, people being bombed, people being shooted at. And yeah, others are saying maybe the president is taking more than he can chew. What do you think about it, Fatia?
I mean, it's interesting. It will really depend with how things turn out. But moving on now, Rhino Day. Tell us about that.
Today is World Rhino Day. I know most people don't know that, but yeah, September 22nd is World Rhino Day. Back in 1970s and late 1980s, this gold species were almost becoming extinct because the population dropped from 20,000 to 400. You can imagine such a devastating drop in a whole species. So they decided to set this day to appreciate this golden species that we have, to remember the 5 species that we have, which are white rhino. I know people know about the black rhino, which is actually gray, not black. There is the Sumatran, Javan, and the great horned rhino. So if you are at home, just take a moment and appreciate these species. Go somewhere, take a photo, and visit them in KWS.
Right, of course, when it comes to conservation and wildlife, we do quite well in the country. Moving on away from that now, let's get into entertainment. But on the entertainment scene, there's a bit of sad news. There's a famous producer who has died. Tell us about that.
That is the Sipangwingwe producer, amongst other gengeton tunes that he has produced which have hit. The Sipangwingwe song was actually a very big hit because kids know it. A lot of people used it. Actually, it was a whole craze. It has actually become a word, the Sipangwingwe. And President William Ruto actually mourned the president, who is not the president, sorry, the producer, who is Byron. His name is Byron Kavisi.
Right.
He lost his life due to things that are a situation that has not yet been disclosed to the public. And yeah, the president said that was great talent that he saw in that man, and he wishes more youths could take up such kind of talent.
Right, of course. We've seen also other people have